What is up, First fans? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to discuss an upside running back that we think you'll like in Darrell Henderson.
Darrell Henderson.
He is exciting to me.
Yeah.
But that's me. I've got some thoughts on that coming up. But right now, I'm going to turn it over to Devin.
Okay.
And see what you have to say.
Well, I'm very excited for the guy. Right now I am. If you asked me about a few weeks ago, I wasn't very excited about him at all.
Okay.
But now
you mean when Cam Akers was around?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm sure you guys are all aware Cam Akers out for the season.
Yes. So at that point, I wasn't very excited for him. But now, very excited for him. I look at him as not as good as Todd Gurley, obviously, because Todd Gurley was very talented when he was there.
For sure.
This is a third-round running back.
A high third-round running back, though.
Yeah, I mean...
He was drafted early in that third round.
Yeah. And but he also hasn't shown as much potential as Todd Gurley.
Well, yeah,
he hasn't shown
Todd Gurley is
exactly.
Todd Gurley.
But yeah, I'm looking at him as pretty much a Todd Gurley 2.0, just not as good as Todd Gurley. So that's pretty much how I'm looking at the guy. He's going to get a lot of receptions, going to get some rushing stats. He's definitely still there with Sean McVay. He's not going to get those dump-off passes like Jared Goff, because Jared Goff made plays almost designated for the running back to succeed.
Yeah.
I don't think Stafford is going to do that. So
I think there'll still be some, though.
Yeah, not nearly as much, though.
Yeah.
I don't think as much, which is why I think he's going to decline from where Todd Gurley was.
Yeah, that does make some sense. I didn't think about it quite that far into it.
That direction.
But I do have some stats that kind of go along with that a little bit. And this kind of leans towards that anyways, which it really didn't matter. He only had 16 catches for 159 yards last year and one touchdown. Nothing crazy. So, I mean, they weren't deploying him that way a ton anyways. So, in our now theory behind this, he's going to be a main running back, which is where he did excel pretty good. He had 138 carries, 624 yards, and 5 touchdowns while he was splitting with Cam Akers. He was kind of more the go-to guy the first half of the season. Cam Akers kind of came in and took over more of the role the second half of the season, but they both finished very similar. And in fact, I believe Henderson had a little better stats overall. I'm still pretty excited. I know everybody was really rooting for Cam Akers to have a great season, but I can still see 90% of that season with a guy like Henderson. So if he was going as a top 6-7 back in most leagues, I can see realistically Henderson going as like a top 10-12 back, and he's not being drafted till the 21st back. Yeah. Which is why I'm really excited. Because he's got that top 10-12 potential.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Guess where I have him ranked as well.
Uh-oh.
Number 6.
Holy moly, he is high on a couple of these backs.
Yep. If you watch our video on Swift, I'm high on him too.
Yeah, wow.
So I'm very high on Swift, very high on Henderson.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just those receptions. Both of them are just set up for success. And you look at the receptions, you look at the touchdowns that they're almost guaranteed, and you look at that offense. I mean, the way that it's structured, I think both of these running backs are just guaranteed to succeed.
Yeah.
The only problem I see with Henderson is that if he doesn't do as well as planned, there are running backs out there on free agency that they could pick up.
That would be the only thing free agency, because they really don't have any other back on that's a solid back that's either known or higher draft capital or anything like that. Yeah. There's nothing. They got some free agents and I think a 7th round pick. Yeah. Nothing that's going to take carries away from Henderson. The other thing that I thought that was really interesting is Sean McVay said this week that Henderson will not play at all in the preseason. We know what that means. He is their main go-to back. Yeah. There's nothing going on right now with that situation. I know some other people have said, oh, well, they might bring in a free agent or whatever. I don't see that happening now.
I don't think it's going to happen now, but if he slopes down as far as like yards per carry,
and I don't see that sloping down either, because he had a pretty good yards per carry, 4.5 yards per carry last year.
Yeah,
it's nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I like it.
Yeah.
And he's going in the 5th round of drafts, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love that value. If you can get him in your 5th round, I think that's sweet. As an RB2 or even an RB3,
yeah,
it's like, tasty. So, what do you guys think? Do you like Henderson? I mean, most of the other commentators and stuff and fantasy football analysts don't love him. Yeah. I mean, obviously he's going 21st off the board as a running back, so... What do you guys think? We're pretty high on him.
Yeah.
Do you guys like him? Are you high on him? Or are we just talking trash and we're pretty stupid?
Nonsense.
Let us know if that's the case. Maybe you'll change our mind. Give us some goods, you know? Back up your trash talk to us. We want to know. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for watching our video. If you like this video, please like it. No need to share. We understand this is secret information. So don't share, but do like. Okay? And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. And once you subscribe, hit that
the notification bell.
Notification.
Sorry,
I threw him off.
I spaced out for a little bit.
So, thanks again for watching. And with all that being said, Devin,
always remember to
finish first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.